Welcome to Clarity Currents, the secret podcast with me, Danielle Laura, where I share weekly channeled messages about the energetics of the week and the areas of opportunity so that you know how to work with the energy rather than resistance to it and know how to leverage it for your highest level good in your business, relationships, health, wealth, spirituality, and legacy. This is Clarity Currents for the week of February 4th through February 11th, 2024. Let's dive in. The overall energy of the week. So when I tune into the overall energy, I immediately see this vision of someone trying to see this beautiful view, but there's all these clouds in front of them. And it's making it more difficult to enjoy and see the beauty of what's in front of them. So I do see these clouds moving and shifting as the week goes on, as you're headed into the beginning of the week. If things feel like a little bit hazy, that's why, and it will clear up. So adjust your sight and examine things again in a few days. Give it time for the clouds to pass. Your view is tainted right now because of the lack of clarity. The clarity will come in a few days. Allow it to do so organically. This is very much all a metaphor for any confusion or ideas, or specifically the ego, that might be hindering you from seeing clearly from the depths of your spiritual eyes. I also see that towards the end of the week, there's this energy of kind of like taking off this itchy sweater that doesn't fit anymore, right? It's very much this energy of breaking free of any circumstance, belief, or situation that's outdated, that doesn't feel like it fits anymore, and really liberating yourself once and for all from these just subtle chains that have been holding you back. When I see the chains, they're not like wrought iron chains. They're almost like little ropes that you didn't even know were there necessarily. They were so subtle, yet they've been causing these energetic leaks. So pay attention to that energy of, oh gosh, this sweater doesn't feel like it fits anymore. What's becoming uncomfortable for you? What feels like it just doesn't fit? That's going to be brought to the forefront of your mind this week so that you can release it. I also see this energy of a telescope and realigning our vision. It's a week where we get to really examine what's happening, what we really want, and the gaps between both so that we can set into motion what we need in order to get to those destinations that we want to go to. Okay, business for this week of February 4th through the 11th. When I tune into the energetics of business this week, I literally see this vision of taking one step back so that you can then take two steps forward. Right now, you're really being called to redirect and realign your gaze, but that requires a different view. So allow yourself to take a step back so you can see things more clearly. Then, from a place of grounded perspective, then take the new aligned actions forward. I also get the sense of time slowing down this week in business. This is really this perceived feeling that could almost cause a frustration that things aren't happening in the timeline you want them to. But in reality, the time is slowing so that you can gain the clarity that you need to make a huge shift that's going to propel you in the right direction. So take the time you need this week to create that space to reevaluate this from a clear perspective without the rose-tinted glasses. And you'll feel so much more confident in the next steps that you need to take when you do this and give yourself that space. And remember, if there is confusion, you're not ready yet. There's still something else left to receive if you are confused. Because when you're clear, there's no stopping you and you move quickly. Okay, relationships for the week of February 4th through the 11th. This is a very much of a go with the flow week when I tune into the energetics of relationship. It's really time to let things pan out and really trust divine timing, as well as living with this surrendered heart when it comes to relationships. Remember, this can be totally platonic relationships, romantic relationships, collaborations, business partnerships. The big energy here is you don't have to be in the steering wheel. You don't have to be the driver. What would happen if you could just be the passenger? this week and let things flow. You will intuitively know what's right for you because you'll enjoy the view, right? Think about driving down this road. When it's this beautiful scenic view, you will love it. You feel lit up. You're enamored by what's around you. Conversely, when you don't, it's boring, right? Or it's ugly or it's blah. You don't enjoy it. So again, intuitively in the relationships, you are going to know what's right for you because you'll enjoy the view, meaning you will be present, right? So you're not going to know that though if you're not present to your surroundings. So take the time this week to see if where things are going in your relationships without trying to control the situation or the person. Let it evolve, let them be their own person, and let them show you who they are. The pressure is off. Just be and see what is being shown to you. Health for this week of February 4th through the 11th. So immediately when I tune into the energetics of health this week, I immediately see brain power is key. How can you optimize your brain power this week, your focus, being as clear-headed as possible? And is there anything hindering this that you can remove from your life? Is there anything hindering that brain power? Is there anything that you can add in that will aid to your brain power and clarity and focus? I see a lot of clearing from the crown chakra this week. So allow yourself to realize what no longer needs to be there that could be negatively impacting your health, and also optimize and amplify the power of your mind. What are some things you can do to sharpen your mind and your senses of the crown this week? Whatever that is for you, whatever comes up for you intuitively, take those actions this week. Wealth for the week of February 4th through the 11th. When I tune into the energy of wealth, immediately I see the word justify. And then I see the phrase release the justifications that you can get to the next level. So tune in here. Where are you justifying that might actually be stifling your wealth? What justifications are you making here that are hindering your abundance? This could be habits. This could be thoughts. This could be people, circumstances, commitments, or the lack thereof. It's time to cleanse yourself this week of that. I literally see this vision of holy water being poured all over you and renewing your mind, body, and spirit connection so that you can make wise choices as it relates to your abundance. So what's one wise choice you can make this week to aid to the expansion of your abundance and also release anything that may be hindering it? Spirituality for the week of February 4th through the 11th. When I tune into the energetics of spirituality this week, I immediately see the connection to truth being highlighted here. It's time for you to re-examine what this means for you. What does truth mean to you? What are the truths that you live by? And are these your own? Are these truths that are truly yours because you've taken time to examine them and feel them and bring them into your heart? Or are these truths that you've taken on from someone else or believe because someone told you to or because that's what they believe is truth? The truth will absolutely set you free. So tune into it and make it a priority this week and watch how liberated you feel. It's going to almost feel like magic has happened overnight. And legacy for this week of February 4th through the 11th. When I tune into the energetics of legacy, I see this vision of a gardener planting seeds, all kinds of seeds, vegetable seeds, fruit seeds, flower seeds, like all of these different things. Remember here, it's about the seeds that you plant daily, not just about the harvest. Sometimes we're so focused on the harvest, but we need to be focused on the seeds that we're planting so that we can reap the rewards of the harvest. Okay, you can get to the harvest you can't get there without the proper nourishment of the seeds for growth. So what ideas and beliefs and actions relate to your legacy that you can nurture this week? Baby steps is all you need. Water these areas and really let them organically grow because your legacy cannot be forced and it cannot be rushed. It must be felt, acted upon, and aligned to each day. Remember, every day you have the opportunity to reinvent yourself. So how do you want to do that today? There you have it, Hot Soul. This is your intuitive forecast for the week. I'm wishing you a week of clear, crystal clear seeing, feeling, hearing, and knowing across all domains of your life. Until next week.